I'm Charlotte Russell. I am the owner and curator of Charlotte Russell Contemporary, a fine art gallery located in the Five Points neighborhood of Raleigh, North Carolina. I am very lucky that I grew up in a family who all love the arts. My parents are longtime art collectors, and we spent a majority of our childhood exploring museums and galleries in my hometown of San Francisco, but also around the world. And I knew I always wanted to work in the arts. I was an art history major at University of Virginia, and after college I moved back to San Francisco and I worked in so many different art jobs, from auction houses to galleries to nonprofits. I went to graduate school for curating at San Francisco Art Institute, which is this historic art school in San Francisco, and there I really learned how to put exhibitions together. And it took me a long time to get to this space where I am now. I graduated from grad school in 2011, and this gallery opened in 2021. So as you can see, it took me a decade to make that dream come true. I feel like every internship, every job, every seemingly random work experience I've had has all come to help me in some way in creating this space. I primarily work with female artists, not exclusively, and for me, really what I'm looking for in an artist is someone who I enjoy working with, someone who I really see their vision, someone who is able to present their work in a cohesive way, and someone who wants to learn along this journey with me. I tend to like bright colors, but not always. I really like all different kinds of mediums. I really enjoy process-driven work. For me, it's much about connecting with the artist and their story as it is about what's on view. In terms of getting noticed by a gallery, it's really important to make sure that you are submitting work to galleries that feel like it would be a good fit for you. And it can be really hard to tell that, but a way that you can do that is by going to their openings, looking at their website, looking at the artists they have on view, looking at their social media, and really taking a critical eye and saying, is this the kind of thing that they would be looking for? And ultimately, if it does seem like it would be a good fit, really engaging with that person. I really appreciate when an artist comes into the space and comes to talk with me, talks about their work, and seems engaged in the programming too. As a gallery, you get a ton of artist submissions. I did a call for art last year. I got thousands of submissions, and they were all so great, but ultimately you have only a limited number of space and wall space and time that you can put exhibitions on view, and it becomes a little bit of a, when is someone's work ready, who can I pair it with, and what time slot do we have? So it's really, really hard, but just continuing to submit your work strategically. Submitting it to every gallery in town is not the way to go. They're all very different. Submitting it to every juried art show is not the way to go. It's really about finding where your niche is and really trying to work with that. So this space, I am so lucky to have found this space. It was actually given to me by a former artist who had this space and really wanted a gallery to continue in it. So she created this amazing platform for me to showcase my work, and that enabled me to open pretty quickly. From signing the lease to opening, it was about 4 or 5 weeks. So as you can see, I had a great backdrop to start and to put on shows. I hope for this space to be a place where the community can come and enjoy art. I will be putting on different events and exhibition programming, a place to come and to learn, a place to bring your kids. I have 2 really little kids, and they are always here with me. And I hope that other people feel the same way. My goal is to create an inclusive space from the viewers to the artists, and really make a place where we can come together and celebrate the amazing artists that we have working locally, but I also work with artists that are non-local as well. I chose this neighborhood because I love this neighborhood. It is so community-based. We actually, when we moved from San Francisco to Raleigh 3 years ago, we rented a house sight unseen just 2 blocks away from where the gallery is now, and I fell in love with this neighborhood. We would grab beers at Crafty's, which is this amazing local craft beer store across the way. We get chicken pot pie from Hayes Barton Pharmacy. If you walk just around the space, you can get to Lily's Pizza, which arguably has the best pizza in Raleigh. And then if you walk a little bit further, you can get to Mandolin, which is really sort of fancy Southern food, and that is definitely my go-to date night spot. In the morning, I get coffee from Third Place every morning, and this is really why I chose this location, because I love the other businesses that are here. There's an amazing pottery studio across the way, Gretchen Quinn. There are a vintage rug store. There's so many creative businesses and creative people in this neighborhood, and that's why I wanted to be here.